Hello, storytellers. And today I wanted to talk to you about how to brainstorm a new story idea for this new year of 2026. Just thought it might be helpful. That brilliant story idea that you have been passionate to write, but just haven't maybe gotten around to it yet. And so I thought there are some ideas on that, and hopefully to help you to get this started. If you're new to writing, if you're a beginning writer, I would start with step one and choose the genre you want to write in. It's easiest, in my opinion, to choose a genre that you are drawn towards, maybe one that you normally read. So if you normally read contemporary romance, think about writing in that genre. If you normally read science fiction, then consider writing in that genre. Or fantasy, whichever genre you write, you are drawn towards as a reader. Likely that will get you started faster in the new book that you want to write because you'll be comfortable with it. I mean, that was definitely my experience. I read a lot of contemporary romance, and so I thought, so with my pen name, Melody Archer, that's what I started writing was contemporary sweet romance, and that's one of my sweet spots, I think, because it's become very comfortable for me to write contemporary sweet romance, and I love it. And my daughters tell me that I can't seem to help myself, but I always add some kind of mystery and suspense, which is true. I don't know why. I just maybe it's all those years of reading, Hardy Boy mysteries and Nancy Drew mysteries that when I was a young child, that could be. But anyway, I can't seem to help myself. So it's kind of like sweet romance with a hint of suspense and mystery is often what I write. So, really think about what it is that you write, and chances are, that might be the genre you've already been thinking of writing a story in. The helpful thing about that is that it automatically narrows your choices down to what you're going to write. So in any case, there is something that is calling you to pick up your pen and to connect through storytelling with other humans, and to really tug on their heart with your stories. And so I just really want to encourage you. Now's the time. Don't wait. I really want to encourage you to begin to write that story this year. So let's go to step two, your main character and their wounds and their scars. Characters are pretty much the most important part of storytelling. The story isn't so much about plot, so it's not so much about what happens. Stories are more about how what happens really affects your main character, and affects them and transforms them. This is what draws readers to want to read your book. It's almost like they want to live the life of your main character, almost like they're stepping into their shoes. I love to feel like I am in the world. I'm almost like an actor or an actress, I guess, in my case, in that world, and I'm at all the places where the main protagonist goes. I'm always there and I'm watching. I like that feeling. That's what draws me in to stories. And so I don't know about you, but many readers say they love it when the characters resonate with them. And so if those are the kind of books you like to read, then you'll really want to nail this part down, because characters are very important to a story, right? It's what draws the readers in. So you want to figure out a few basic things, like their wounds. You'll want to know what their wounds are, what their biggest fear is. What is the thing that is stopping them from going after their desire? And then also you'll want to know what their desire is. So maybe I should have flipped that around. But what is their desire? Your main character's desire. What do they think will make them happy? Now, likely that's going to change toward the end of the story. It'll no longer be what actually makes them happy will change from what they thought made them happy at the beginning. But this is part of their transformation. So, don't worry about that. And then, number three, their false belief, that thing that your main character mistakenly believes is true about the world. Basically, those are the lies they believe. And this is part of their transformation, right? Where they will come to understand that if they think they are unworthy of love, that would be like an example of a lie, that they will come to that transformation by the end of the story to believe that they are worthy of love, and something will happen, right? Like if it's a romance, they will fall in love and come to understand that they are worthy of love, right? And so these are some of the wonderful journeys that your characters go on, and this is what draws readers in, because they want to feel all these things that your character is feeling. The internal journey is what your readers are longing for when they read fiction. And this will lead to your main characters an aha moment where they will realize, oh, this whole time I've been believing that was the truth, but it's not the truth. For instance, if your main character believes that she's not worthy of love, right? The whole time she thought, well, that's just a fact. I'm just not worthy of love. But this will start to be uncovered, and she'll realize that this is her false belief. And this will lead to a transformation toward the end of the book for your main character. So this is the exciting part of writing stories, right? And readers, as they read, they feel they're also on this journey with the main character, and they are also some part of the reader's heart too. I believe that is being transformed as they read your book, which is quite exciting. The next step would be step 3. So choose a few words that describe the mood or the feeling of the story you want to write. So get a basic idea of how you want readers to feel and how you want to feel. Heartwarming, romantic, or maybe you want to have a more suspenseful feel. Maybe you want the feel of a thriller, which is a lot of action, mystery. They're trying to, it's often a fight between good and evil. That's a thriller. Or you want your readers to feel like they are figuring out a puzzle. And so that would likely, you'd maybe be drawn more to a mystery, if that's what you're wanting to write. Go ahead and just jot down a few words that would describe the mood or the feeling of the story that you want to write. And then consider, what is the truth you want to tell? What will your protagonist learn on their journey? Will they learn that, love conquers all, good wins over evil? What is the thing that your protagonist will learn on their journey? And then the last step 4, choose a setting for your story or a location. If you're writing contemporary fiction, what part of the world best suits your story? For example, right now I am working on book 4 of my contemporary sweet romance. This one is set it's a whole series that's kind of set in the Montana sort of mountain area, and it's a ranching family. And so, all the kids, they're all adopted, but all the kids are drawn back to that one town. There's a lot of ranchers around there, and it's very cowboy-esque. And so that is what suits my story as a contemporary sweet romance. It's a Western sweet romance. Perhaps you're writing, you might be writing a beach romance, which, you might consider writing it an island, and, it could be like, you could make up a fictional town that's an island or on the beach somewhere. Or I might be writing something that is sci-fi. Well, then yours might be set in space. So then you'll have to sort of dream up your setting, right, in more detail. What sometimes helps me is sometimes I find things on YouTube. Sometimes I go to Pinterest. Pinterest has a lot of, photos and visuals, because you'll find maybe something there that will inspire ideas for your story. That's happened to me quite a bit. I encourage you to try that. As you're jotting down these ideas, then also write down just a short summary of your story, or even just bullet points, what you're hoping to see happen in this story, what you'd really like for the main character, to go through. And really, in the end, you're asking, what is the story that you want to read? I encourage you to write that, because maybe you're saying, well, there aren't stories out there that I love. Well, if you can't find a story that you love, then I would encourage you to write that story, and then finally that book will be out in the world. I hope these short ideas were helpful to you. Please go ahead and comment below if you are starting a new story at the start of this year. I would love to hear from you. If you're interested in hearing more story ideas or understanding how you can brainstorm your story to really nail your novel, there is a free cheat sheet that I have. Go to the link below and you will get that to your inbox, and get updates when there's a new YouTube video. And then I look forward to going on this writing journey with you. And please, if you have ideas for videos, to write in the comments section below, and write down video ideas that you would like, topics that you would like help with, and because that will help me, that'll help us both. Have fun writing, and I'll see you next time.